Hi guys, let's look at the last exercise of this chapter, Arithmetic Progression. We are on exercise 10F, basically a revision exercise. So I don't need to really start a new concept. Let me just revise what we've done. So in an AP, the first term is known as A. Uh, the common difference, which is T2 minus T1, term 2 minus term 1, or T3 minus T2, basically the difference of two consecutive terms, is known as D. The nth term of an AP can be given by the formula A plus n minus 1 times D. The sum of n terms can be given by the formula n upon 2 times A plus L, or n upon 2 times 2A plus n minus 1 times D. So that the sum of n terms of an AP. In case of word problem, in case you're looking at odd number of terms, so for example 3, then you should take your 3 terms as A minus D, A and A plus D. In case you have 5 terms, then you should take them as A minus 2D, A minus D, A, A plus D and A plus 2D. In case of even number of terms, then you should take your, for example, 4 terms as A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. So these are the basic concepts that we've done. I think I've covered almost everything that was there in this exercise. Let's go, rather in this chapter, let's go ahead and solve the revision exercise questions. So the first question that we do is question number 2. It says if the third and the ninth term of an AP are 4 and negative 8. So what's given is T3, which is equal to A plus 2D, is equal to 4. That's my first equation. Next, what's also given is ninth term, which means T9, which is equal to A plus 8D is equal to negative 8. So that's our second equation. We need to find which term will be 0. For that, we'll first have to calculate the value of A, calculate the value of D, and let's see if we can figure out which term would be 0. So I notice that the coefficients of A are already equal. I need to subtract them now. So A plus 2D is equal to 4. When I subtract, the sign changes. This gets cancelled. 8D minus 2D, that's 6D. And this is equal to negative 8 minus 4, that's negative 12. Therefore, D is equal to negative 2. So we've got the value of D as negative 2. Now let's put this in equation 1 and that will help us figure out the value of A. So put D is equal to negative 2 in equation 1 and what we get is A minus 4 is equal to 4. Therefore, A is equal to 8. So we've got the value of A, we've got the value of D. We need to figure out which term is 0. So let T nth term be equal to 0. This is given by A plus n minus 1 times D. Let's substitute values. 0 is equal to A, in this case 8, plus n we don't know, and D is negative 2. That's what we calculated. So we have 0 is equal to 8 minus 2n plus 2. Right, that's correct. 0 is equal to 8 minus 2n plus 2. This gives us 2n is equal to 10. Therefore, n is equal to 5. Therefore, fifth term is 0. That's our final answer. Good, let's look at the next question. The next question that we have is question number 7. It says, how many terms of this series when added together will give us 45? So let's figure out what information we have. The first term is 18. A is equal to 18. Let's find out the common difference. So common difference will be second term, in this case 15, minus first term, that's 18. So this is negative 3. And what is given is sum of n terms is equal to 45. So we need to figure out the value of n. We know sum of n terms is given by the formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Let's substitute values and see what we get. So 45 is equal to n upon 2, 2 into a, in this case 2 into 18, plus n minus 1 times d, which is negative 3. Let's go ahead and open the bracket and cross multiply. So 45 into 2, that's 90, is equal to n times 2 into 18, 36. Negative 3 into n, that's negative 3n. Negative 3 into negative 1, that's plus 3. So this is 90 is equal to n times 39 minus 3n. Let's open the bracket. That's 90 is equal to negative 3n square plus 39n. Let's bring everything on one side. That'll be 3n square minus 39n plus 90 is equal to 0. I notice that all elements have 3 common. So let's divide both sides by 3. Let's see what we get. So what we get is when I divide both sides by 3, n square minus 13n plus 30 is equal to 0. I need to find factors of 30, basically a quadratic, the sum of which factor should be negative 13. So 30 can be 3 into 10 with both numbers negative. So then I can divide negative 13 as negative 3n and negative 10n. And this is equal to 0. Grouping it the way I have underlined, we get n times n minus 3 minus 10 times n minus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us n minus 3 times n minus 10 is equal to 0, which means n minus 3 is equal to 0 or n minus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore, number of terms would be 3 or n would be 10. So in this case, we get two values. So if we add 3 terms together, the sum should be 45. If we add 10 terms together, the sum should be 45. Good. Let's look at the next one. The next one is question number 9. Find the general term and the 23rd term of the sequence 3, 1, negative 1, negative 3. So A is equal to 3. D, which is the common difference, is equal to second term minus first term, in this case negative 2. And we know that the nth term of a AP is given by the formula A plus n minus 1 times D. Let's substitute the value of A as 3 and n minus 1 times D. D is negative 2. So what we have is the nth term is equal to 3 minus 2n plus 2. Right? Negative 2 into n minus 2n, negative 2 into negative 1, that's plus 2. So we get nth term is equal to 5 minus 2n. So first part of the question done, which is find the general term, which is the nth term. Next, find 23rd term. So T23 when n is equal to 23 will be 5 minus 2 into 23. That's 5 minus 46. That's negative 41. Therefore, the 23rd term will be negative 41. Good. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we do is question number 12. Good. Let's look at question number 12. It says how many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So this will be an AP with first term. So the first term two-digit number which is divisible by 3 is 12. Yes, that's true. And the last two-digit number divisible by 3 is 99. And in this AP, the common difference, which is term 2 minus term 1, will be 3, because we are basically looking at an AP which is 12, 15, 18 and so on, with ending at 99. So we've got common difference as 3. Next, what we need to figure out is how many terms. So we have 99 is equal to A, in this case 12, plus n minus 1 times D. D is 3. So we have 99 minus 12 is equal to 3 times n minus 1. 99 minus 12, that's 87. Dividing both sides by 3 gives us 87 upon 3 is equal to n minus 1. 3, 1, 3 into 2, that's 27. 3 into 9, which gives us n minus 1 is equal to 29. Therefore, n is equal to 30. So there are 30 two-digit numbers which are divisible by 3. Good. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we have is question number 14. It says sum of fourth term and eighth term is 24. So T4 plus T8 is given equal to 24. Let's write T4 in the terms of A and D. So this is A plus 3D and T8 is A plus 7D, and the sum is given equal to 24. So a plus a, that's 2a, 3d plus 7d, that's 10d, and this is equal to 24. Dividing both sides by 2, we get a plus 5d is equal to 12. That's my first equation. Let's see what other relationship is given. It says sum of 6th term and 10th term is 44. So what is given is T6 plus T10 is equal to 44. Writing T6 and T10 in terms of A and D, I have A plus 5D. This is my T6, and T10 is A plus 9D, and this is given equal to 44. A plus A, that's 2A, 5D plus 9D, that's 14D, and this is equal to 44. Dividing both sides by 2, we get A plus 7D is equal to 22. That's my second equation. Let's solve these two equations simultaneously. That should help us figure out the value of A and D. So A plus 8D is equal to 22, and A plus 5D is equal to 12. Subtracting them, what I get is A minus A gets cancelled. 8D minus 5D is 3D, and this is equal to 22 minus 10. Have I done something wrong? This is not 8D, this is 7D, right? That's the mistake that I had done. The equation 2 was A plus 7D. I don't know how I got 8. This is 7D. So this is A plus 7D, and then I get 7D minus 5D, and this is equal to 2D. 22 minus 12, that's equal to 10. Therefore, D is equal to 5. Now put D is equal to 5 in equation number 1, and I get A plus 5 into 5, 25 is equal to 12. Therefore, A is equal to negative 13. So I've got the value of A, I've got the value of D. They want us to figure out the first three terms. Therefore, first three terms are, the first term is A, in this case negative 13, then will be A plus D, which means negative 13 plus 5, that's negative 8, and then will be another add 5, that's negative 3. So these are the first three terms of the AP as per the question. Negative 13, negative 8, and negative 3. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we're doing is question number 15. It says the sum of first 14 terms of an AP is 1050, 1050. So sum of 14 terms is 1050. And 14th term is equal to 140. And 20th term is what we need to figure out. Okay, so we know sum of 14 terms will be equal to n upon 2, in this case 14 upon 2, multiplied with 2 times A plus n minus 1 times D, and this is given equal to 1050. Right, so let's see what we have. First term not given, 14th term given as 140. So T14 is given equal to 140. Oh, so I don't have the first term, so maybe I should use the second formula, right? I can also write this as, let me just cancel this, right? I have S of 14 is equal to n by 2, in this case 14 upon 2, A plus T14. That's the formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 times A plus L. Because the last term is given, so might as well use this formula. So what I get is S14, which is equal to 1050, is equal to 14 upon 2 times A plus 14th term is 140. Let's cross multiply. What we get is 1050 into 2 upon 14 is equal to A plus 140. That's 2 1, 7, 7 1, and this is 7 into 1, 7, 35. That's 150. What it gives us is A plus 140 is equal to 150. Therefore, A is equal to 10. Now put A is equal to 10 in which equation? Well, okay, before that we will have to figure out the value of the 14th term, right? So what else is given is T14 is which is equal to A plus 13D, and this is given equal to 140. So 140 is equal to A, which is A 10 plus 13 times D. This gives us 140 minus 10 is equal to 13D. 130 upon 13 is equal to D. Therefore, D is equal to 10. So A is also 10 and D is also 10. We need to figure out the 20th term. So T20 would be equal to A plus 19D. In this case, 10 plus 19 into 10, that's 10 plus 190, which is equal to 200. Therefore, the 20th term is equal to 200. Good. Let's look at the next equation. Oh, sorry, next question. The next question that we have is question number 18. It says nth term of a AP is equal to nth term of the second AP. Find the value of n. So for first AP, which is 58, 60, 62, and so on and so forth, what we have is A1 is equal to 58, B1 will be equal to 60 minus 58, which is equal to 2. Right. And the nth term of this AP will be equal to nth term of first AP would be equal to A1 plus n minus 1 times D1, which means the nth term of this AP is 58 plus 2 times n minus 1. Right, that's correct. Now let's look at for the second AP. Should I open this again? Yeah, might as well open it because we'll have to open it eventually. So Tn is equal to 58 plus 2n minus 2. So this is 58 minus 2. That's 56 plus 2n. That's for our first AP. Now let's look at the second AP. For second AP, our AP is negative 2, 5, 12. Right? For this AP, the first term, which is A2, I am looking at is negative 2. And D2, which is the common difference for second AP, will be 5 minus negative 2, which is 7. Similarly, the nth term of this AP would be equal to A plus n minus 1D. In this case, A2 plus n minus 1 times D2, which means the nth term of this AP will be A2, which is negative 2, plus n minus 1 times D2 is 7. Let's open the bracket. That's negative 2 plus 7n minus 7. This gives us the nth term of this AP is 7n minus 9. That's correct, 7n minus 9. Now, since the nth terms are equal, so we can equate both of them. So equating point number 7 and point number 13, what we get is 56 plus 2n is equal to 7n minus 9. So that's 56 plus 9 is equal to 7n minus 2n. 56 plus 9, that's 65, is equal to 7n minus 2n, that's 5n. Therefore, n is equal to 65 upon 5, which is equal to 30. Therefore, n is equal to 13. Interesting question. Basically, we figured out the nth term of first AP, and then we figured out the nth term of second AP. Since they were equal, we equated them, and we got a simple answer. Good. That brings me to question number 19. Interesting question again. You can put a small star. Let's read the question. It says, which term of this AP is the first negative term? So they're not telling us what's the value of the term. They're saying that it is negative. So for this AP, the first term is 105. The common difference is 101 minus 105, in this case negative 4. So what they are saying is the nth term is less than 0. There's the first term which is less than 0. In this case, we know Tn, which is equal to A plus n minus 1 times d is less than 0. Let's substitute values. We get a, which is 105, plus n minus 1 times d, d is negative 4, is to be less than 0. That's 105 minus 4n plus 4 is less than 0, which gives us 109 minus 4n less than 0. Taking negative 4n on the other side, I get 109 is less than 4n, which gives me 109 upon 4 is less than n. That's 4, 1, 4 into 2, 8, that's 29, 4 into 7, 28. So this is 27.25, which means n has to be more than 27.25. Since number of terms is always a natural number, therefore n is equal to 28. Therefore, first negative term is 28th term. Right. So the first negative term will be the 28th term of the given AP. Good. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we have is question number 21. It says divide 216 into 3 parts. Okay. Let the parts be a minus d, a, and a plus d. So these are the 3 parts which are there. It says which are in AP, and the product of the 2 smaller parts is 5040. So the sum of these 3 parts, which is a minus d plus a plus d, is given equal to 216 plus d, and negative d gets cancelled. We have 3a is equal to 216. Therefore, a is equal to 72. Right. Now put a. We don't have the second equation. Let's first figure out what the second equation is. It says the product of the 2 smaller parts is 5040, which means a times a minus d is equal to 5040. I know a is equal to 72. So 72 times 72 minus d is equal to 5040. Dividing both sides by 72, I get 72 minus d is equal to 5040 upon 72. Divisible by 9, the sum of digits is 9. The denominator also divisible by 9. So that's 9 into 8. And this will be 9 into 5, 45, 54. So 9 into 6, 54, 0. So 8 into 1, 8 into 7 is 56. What we have is 72 minus d is equal to 70. Therefore, d is equal to 72 minus 70. Therefore, d is equal to 2. We've got the value of a, we've got the value of d. So we can figure out the 3 parts. So first term is a minus d. In this case, 72 minus 2 is 70. Second term is a, which is 72. And third term is a plus d, which is 72 plus 2, which is 74. Therefore, 3 parts are 70, 72, and 74. Simple question. Let's look at the next one. The next one that we have is question number 24. The first term of an AP is 20. So what's given is first term is 20. The sum of the first 7 terms is 2100. Sum of the first 7 terms is 2100. Next, find the 31st term. So I know the sum of 7 terms will be equal to 7 upon 2 n upon 2 multiplied with 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Let's substitute values. 2100 is equal to 7 upon 2 multiplied with 2a, which is 2 into 20, plus n in this case is 7, so plus 6d. Let's take cross multiply. So this is 2100 into 2 upon 7 is equal to 2 into 20, that's 40, plus 60. That's 71, 73, 300. So what we have is 600 is equal to 40 plus 6d. Okay, now let's take 40 on the other side. So this is 600 minus 40 is equal to 6d. This gives us 560 is equal to 6d, which tells us d is equal to 560 upon 6, that 2 into 3, 2 into 2, 80. So d is equal to 280 upon 3. We already know the value of a. We can figure out the 31st term. So 31st term will be equal to a plus 30 times d. In this case, a is 20 and 30 times d, d is 280 upon 3. 3 into 1, 3 into 10. Therefore, T31 is equal to 20 plus 10 into 280, that's 2800. Therefore, the 31st term is 2820. Brilliant. That brings me to the last question of this exercise that I do with you, which is question number 25. Question 25 says, find the sum of the last 8 terms of the given AP. So if I have to look at the terms from the end, I can reverse the AP. So on reversing the AP, I get my first term is A is equal to 58. D, which is common difference, will be equal to negative 10 minus negative 8. In this case, negative 10 plus 8, which is negative 2. So in case you can't figure out why this is, let's write this reversed AP. 58, then will be negative 8, then is negative 10, and the last term is negative 12. So subtracting negative 10 and negative 8, so that'll be negative 10 minus negative 8. That gives us our value of D. Next part, we need to figure out the sum of 8 terms. So sum of 8 terms will be equal to n upon 2 multiplied with 2a plus n minus 1 times d. In this case, sum of 8 terms will be 8 upon 2 multiplied with 2 times a. A is 58 plus n minus 1, that's 8 minus 1, that's 7, multiplied with d, which is negative 2. Right, this gives us the fifth step. So sum of first 8 terms will be to 1 to 4. So that's 4 times 2 into 58, that's 116. 116 and 7 into 2, that's 14 with a negative sign. So this is 4 times 102, which is equal to 408. So the sum of the last 8 terms of this given AP or the sum of the first 8 terms of the reversed AP is 408. Perfect. That brings me to an end of this exercise and the chapter as well. I have marked some homework questions. Take care. Be safe. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to write into me. Bye bye.